So yeah, this is Betsy coming live from my, what I like to call bedio. It is my bedroom slash studio. We live in a very small house. So I don't have a ton of space, but what I do have, I try to utilize. And so if you're like, why is she in her bedroom? Well, joke's on you. It's also my studio. So I just wanted to show a Rolodex I just finished upcycling that I'm really proud of. I really like the way this one came out. This obviously used to just be all black, glossy black, bleh, boring. So I upcycled it into this pink and added these little details, if you can see them, all along the Rolodex. Just kind of like a neat little detail. And painted even this little bit, this hot pink. I really enjoyed making this. I really loved the way it came out. And I can't wait to sell it or give it to someone who will make it their own. Hi, my name is Betsy. I'm the founder, sole creator of the Rolodex Revival, the handle of this channel. And what the Rolodex Revival is really my love of Rolodexes that I'm putting out into the world. I know it sounds really strange, but I think that, and I've held this belief now for more than a decade, I think that Rolodexes are actually a really cool, really interesting, can be a really cool, really interesting creative tool if we think about them that way. Oh, excuse me, 1 second. Say hi, Goose. Here's your Goosey. Thank you. Okay, babe. I'm gonna try and share this story really quickly because I know probably not everybody cares, but I was living in New York City about 12 years ago, and I was an aspiring writer, and I really loved the city. Was how close in proximity you were to people, and that really helped me gain insights into character development in the way that, like, being able to observe the way people move, being able to observe the way people talk to each other, held conversation, listening to their dialogue, listening, looking at how they use their hands, how they stood. And so what I wanted to do is write those observations down. I'm really a person who doesn't like carrying around purses, especially when I'm in a city. I like keeping everything in my pockets. There are small notebooks out there in the world, but I just felt like, for whatever reason, I just felt like it didn't give, I don't know. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like the small moleskin notebooks that are like, this big. I felt like being just limited to putting words on a page. I wanted to like add things to it that would, when I looked back on it, would make me think, oh yeah, like that's why I liked that dialogue. And that's what I thought about for this character, whether it was like, I don't know, I just wanted to add things to embellish things, whether that was like a picture, colors, or a QR code to like a playlist that I made for that character, whatever, I didn't know. So I thought to myself, like, what ways can, and I didn't also, I hate the idea, I hate notebooks because they feel so finite, right? So like if you write something down in a notebook and you don't like it, there goes that page. So the thing that I really loved about the Rolodex was like, okay, so if I wrote something down on a card and I didn't like it, I could throw that card away later, right? Or I could rewrite it or whatever, because they're loose. And so the Rolodex kind of became this living creative tool for me. And I loved that. I loved that like I could really play with what I was creating in this Rolodex. And so I thought if it was something that I really love that other creatives might love. So I started collecting Rolodexes, like if I saw them at junk shops or secondhand stores, and I would pick them up. And then I went about for years and years and years. I really only recently in the last like 2 years really found the best way, the best process in which to upcycle Rolodexes to make them more individualistic, make them more like creative looking, essentially, instead of just like black plastic. So I made these creations in the hopes that other artists would find me and my love for these Rolodexes, and like my goal that I hope that they're a tool that other artists would also appreciate. I haven't had much success yet, but I keep going. And so I'm on here just, the channel really is just like to talk about Rolodexes, because like there are so many different types of Rolodexes. You could use them for so many different things. You don't have to use them for creative pursuits either. You could totally use them just to organize contacts or people's birthdays, or you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be like this full-on creative pursuit. Rolodexes are for everybody. That's what I believe. I believe Rolodexes are for everybody. I think everybody could find a use for them. And I think they deserve to be saved from landfills. There are so many wonderful Rolodexes out there. There are so many different sizes. You can go all the way from this big to big trays to those really big, actually I have a big rounded one right here. Like, look at this beauty. This huge, this holds 500 cards. Like, that could be a lot of writing and a lot of creativity. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Isn't that beautiful? So this channel will really be just about like, yeah, just talking about, I know it sounds so weird and like so boring. I hear myself talk about it and I'm like, who would care about this? And I'm hoping I'm going to reach my people in my audience, because I just think they're really cool. And I think if people gave them a chance, they would think they're really cool too. So this is just going to be like a channel to like talk about different sizes of Rolodex, what I think you could do with them, Rolodex accessories, which sounds really weird, but there are Rolodex accessories out there, talking about like the cards, because there are different card sizes too, like what you might be able to do with them. And really talking about really upcycling. Like that's a big part of this, is that we are upcycling. Like a lot of what I create, a vast majority of what I create is with upcycled materials. Welcome. I hope that this is something that you're interested in. If you are, please subscribe. Please ask questions in the comments, because I would love some content ideas. I did do that, right? I just made content and it didn't connect with anybody. So if people are interested in this and they have questions, please put them in the comments and I will address them and make videos out of them, to start the conversation. And yeah, and thank you. Anyways, thank you for watching. This was a long ramble.